Well,
Um,
you must have faced criticism over it. You must have had, not only did you have to generate this idea kind of on your own, there would have had voices of support, but there must have been banks not willing to lend you money for this. There must have been all kinds of criticism surrounding you on this. Too
so
many eggs in one
um,
basket, so to speak. You know, not that it wasn't a neat idea, but criticism
yeah.
that the human mind is not actually predictive. Therefore, we can't build software that predicts the human mind. That must have been the lines of the criticism.
Well, I'll tell you what what the headwinds were at the time. The biggest headwind was a lot of at the time the traditional media database companies have been have forced our industry into a very complacent, very spray and pray mentality, like I had said earlier. That was one kind of headwind. The second headwind was that we weren't there to replace a media database company. We're there to make it smarter, to make that to turn a media list into actual media targets. I don't believe in media databases. I believe in media targets. The other headwind wasn't money because we were funded internally, so that was great. Um, it was being able to build the logic and find a data set that had enough integrity to be able to stand up to the results that we were showing. On top of another headwind, which is this continuum of doubt, right? And we saw that a little bit with AI. It is, you first start with like doubt and then fear, and then kind of curiosity and then courage and then adoption. Like that's that continuum of technology, especially in our industry. In our industry, we are skeptical people. We're trained to find fault, just like the journalists that we pitch. So our first inclination is always de-risking, de-risk, de-risk, de-risk. I am an optimist, and I like to try to think about what's next. Years ago we thought about design thinking for communications, the difference between manifest needs and latent needs. Then we leaned into ESG and brand purpose, and now I think it's comms tech. And PR people are so good at telling stories for our clients, those digital and transformation stories, yet we are like navel gazers. We don't innovate ourselves. Our greatest innovations are these processes or research. That's it. There's no real tech behind it. And it's funny because we're in a very non-linear business. Inherently, communications is non-linear, yet the tools that we use are very linear
Mm-hmm.
and not agile. So I'm just trying to create a different mindset. Again, this is communications engineer concept where we need an agility to learn how we can change our workflow and not in a way of automation because we're a business of articulation, not automation, but in a way that makes us do things better, faster, and better and faster and informed by data.